While there were many brave individuals and groups that heroically fought back against the Nazis, one that particularly stands out is Freddie and Truce Oversteegan, the courageous resistant fighter sisters who bravely killed Nazis in World War II. Freddie and Truce grew up in peace alongside their hardworking single mother. Freddie was born September 6, 1925, and Truce was born August 29, 1923, in Scotland, Netherlands. They grew up with their parents in a barge up until their parents' divorce. They moved in permanently with their mother, where they shared a small bunk in North Holland. The sisters grew up in a socially aware household. Their mother was a communist and taught them the importance of fighting injustice. In fact, before the war broke out in the Netherlands in the 1930s, the Oversteegans hid Jewish refugees in their household and also hid them in the hold of their ship. They also became nurses on the German border in the 1930s, where they would secretly report on German military airports. Shortly later, when the Nazis invaded the Netherlands in the 1940s with Germany's goal to conquer France by going through the border of the Netherlands, Freddie and Truce started distributing anti-Nazi papers and pamphlets for the resistance. These anti-Nazi actions brought attention to Frans van der Weel, the Dutch underground leader of the resistance group in Haarlem. Freddie was only 14 and Truce was only 16 when they joined the Dutch resistance. Their mother agreed on one condition: they would always stay human. Little did they know how hard this would be. They were immediately taught military fighting, including how to shoot to train to eventually become assassins. Where Freddie and Truce were training, they had missions that included blowing up bridges, railroad tracks, and even murder. The reason these girls would get away with so much is Freddie was a petite girl who wore two braids, which made her look 12 years old. Their targets were primarily Dutch collaborators who gave details of Jewish families to the Nazis and high-ranking Nazi guards. One of their earliest assignments they can recall was burning down a Nazi warehouse while the two girls flirted with the guards. There would be many instances where the girls would entrap the Nazis by flirting with them and later taking them to the woods and shooting them. The girls also had a drive-by method where Freddie would sit on the back of a bike while Truce was pedaling it and start shooting. This would go completely unnoticed. They would also provide shelters to Jewish people, political dissidents, homosexuals, and the disabled. Unfortunately, not all these missions were successful, and innocent children were killed, leaving both girls with extreme guilt. Freddie and Truce both survived the war, but are left traumatized for what they went through and experienced during the war. After war, Freddie moves on to raise her family and is reluctant to speak about her experiences during war, while Truce becomes a sculptor and is more open to talking about her experiences in war. They both have been recognized and awarded for their work. They have a book written after them titled The Seducing and Killing of Nazis, which recounts the sisters' remarkable actions. In 2014, Freddie and Truce were awarded the Mobilization War Cross by Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte. Freddie also has a street named after her in Haarlem. Truce passes away first on June 18, 2018. A few months later, Freddie passed away on September 5, 2018, but their bravery will always be remembered. Freddie and Truce represent strong female figures who fought strongly back at evil. These brave sisters show that you must fight evil when necessary, but at the same time always remain human.